Welcome to Toronto, Ontario. Today, we're stepping into a museum that is truly one of a kind. Bata Shoe Museum. This isn't just any museum where you walk through rooms looking at paintings or sculptures. Here, every object tells a story about human history, culture, fashion, and creativity through something as simple, yet as essential, as shoes. Imagine shoes not just as footwear, but as windows into the past, connecting us to civilizations, traditions, and the daily lives of people who lived thousands of years ago. From the moment you enter, you realize that shoes are more than just objects to wear. They are symbols of identity, status, and artistry. You'll see shoes that were crafted for survival in harsh climates, delicate footwear designed for ceremonial or religious purposes, and extravagant designs that signified wealth, power, or style. The museum's collection spans over 4,500 years of human history, featuring everything from ancient Egyptian sandals made of woven plant fibers to intricately embroidered Chinese silk shoes, to ornate European court shoes adorned with jewels, to modern high-fashion heels and avant-garde designer pieces. Even contemporary sneakers, limited editions, and culturally significant footwear find their place here, showing how shoes continue to reflect who we are and how we live. Walking through the Bata Shoe Museum is like taking a journey across time and continents. You'll explore shoes from every corner of the world, shoes that tell stories about survival, tradition, innovation, and creativity. Every pair has a purpose and a story, whether it was worn by royalty, used in daily life, or designed as a work of art. As we explore, you'll see that shoes are not only functional, they are deeply connected to human culture, art, and expression. So, join me as we step into this fascinating world, where every shoe has a story to tell, and every step takes us closer to understanding history, culture, and creativity in a way you've never experienced before. Stick around, because today, we're going to walk through centuries of human ingenuity, one step at a time, right here at the Bata Shoe Museum. As you approach the Bata Shoe Museum, the first thing you notice is its striking and modern architecture. The building itself is designed to stand out, with a sleek, angular shape that is sometimes compared to a giant shoebox, hinting at the treasures that lie inside. Its clean lines, contemporary materials, and thoughtful design immediately signal that this museum is about innovation and creativity, not just history. The entrance is welcoming, with large glass doors that invite visitors in, giving a sense of curiosity and anticipation even before you step inside. Walking up to the museum, you can't help but feel a sense of excitement. This is a place where ordinary objects are transformed into extraordinary stories. Even the exterior displays, subtle sculptures, and signage give you a taste of what's inside, a celebration of footwear across cultures, eras, and continents. The museum's location in Toronto makes it easily accessible, but once you enter, you feel transported into a world where shoes are the lens through which we view human history, art, and culture. From this first impression, it's clear that visiting the Bata Shoe Museum will not just be a walk through exhibits, it will be a journey of discovery, connecting you with civilizations long past, innovative designers, and the universal human need to protect and adorn our feet. Every step toward the entrance builds anticipation for the stories, craftsmanship, and history waiting inside. The Bata Shoe Museum was founded in 1995 by Sonia Bata, a visionary who came from a family deeply involved in the shoe industry. Her passion for shoes went far beyond business. She saw footwear as a powerful lens through which to explore human culture, history, and creativity. Sonia Bata believed that shoes could tell stories about who we are, where we come from, and how societies have evolved over thousands of years. The museum started with her personal collection, which had been amassed over decades of traveling, studying, and collecting shoes from all over the world. Over time, this collection grew into one of the largest and most comprehensive shoe museums on the planet, now housing over 13,000 shoes and related artifacts, spanning more than 4,500 years of history. The museum's collection is incredibly diverse, featuring footwear from ancient civilizations, traditional and ceremonial shoes from different cultures, as well as modern and contemporary designs. What makes the Bata Shoe Museum truly remarkable is how it blends history, art, and anthropology. Every shoe is carefully preserved and displayed not just as an object, but as a story about human ingenuity, identity, and creativity. The museum also emphasizes education, offering insights into the materials, craftsmanship, and cultural significance of each piece. Over the years, it has become a destination for historians, designers, students, tourists, and anyone fascinated by the way footwear reflects human life. Visiting the museum is more than just seeing shoes on shelves, it's stepping into a living history. You get to explore how footwear evolved to meet practical needs, how it reflected social hierarchies, and how it transformed into fashion and art. From its humble beginnings as a personal collection to a world-class cultural institution, the Bata Shoe Museum is a testament to Sonia Bata's vision that even something as everyday as shoes can hold extraordinary meaning and tell powerful stories about humanity. One of the most captivating sections of the Bata Shoe Museum is its collection of ancient footwear, where history literally comes to life through objects that are thousands of years old. As you step into this part of the museum, you are immediately transported back in time. You'll see Egyptian sandals that are over 3,500 years old, carefully crafted from plant fibers and leather, designed to protect the feet while also reflecting the social status of the wearer. These shoes are more than just functional objects, they are cultural artifacts that tell us about daily life, trade, and even religious beliefs in ancient civilizations. Moving through the galleries, you'll encounter delicate Chinese silk shoes, once worn by women practicing the tradition of foot binding. These tiny, ornate shoes illustrate not only the aesthetic values of their time but also the aesthetic societal expectations and constraints placed on women. Each stitch, each embroidered motif, reveals layers of meaning about identity, fashion, and cultural ideals. The museum also features footwear from ancient Europe and the Middle East, including leather boots, ceremonial shoes, and even remnants of footwear from prehistoric communities. These pieces show incredible craftsmanship and resourcefulness, using the materials available at the time to meet practical needs while also reflecting artistic expression. What makes this collection so mesmerizing is that it connects us directly to our ancestors. By examining the wear patterns, construction techniques, and decorative details, you gain insights into how people lived, worked, traveled, and celebrated life thousands of years ago. Ancient shoes at the Bata Shoe Museum are not just artifacts. They are time machines, allowing us to step into the lives of those who walked the earth long before us. Every shoe here tells a story about survival, creativity, and the universal human desire to create beauty, even in something as practical as footwear. Walking through this gallery, you realize that shoes are not only functional items but also mirrors of culture and civilization, connecting us across time and space. One of the most fascinating parts of the Bata Shoe Museum is its collection of shoes from around the world, which showcases the incredible diversity of human culture through footwear. As you move through these galleries, you'll see how shoes are much more than just practical items. They are expressions of identity, tradition, and artistry. Each pair of shoes tells a story about the people who wore them, the environment they lived in, and the values of their culture. From Africa, you'll find intricately beaded sandals and ceremonial shoes that reflect the skill of artisans and the significance of footwear in rituals, ceremonies, and status symbols. In Asia, delicate embroidered slippers from China and ornate Japanese footwear demonstrate a combination of craftsmanship, symbolism, and aesthetic beauty, often tied to social hierarchies and historical traditions. The museum also displays shoes from Europe, ranging from medieval leather boots to elaborately decorated court shoes, revealing the evolution of fashion, class, and innovation over centuries. In the Americas, you'll discover indigenous footwear, such as moccasins made from animal hides and adorned with beadwork or quillwork. These shoes not only served practical purposes, like protection and warmth, but also reflected spiritual beliefs, storytelling, and artistic expression. Each pair is a cultural artifact, showing how different communities adapted to their environment while also expressing identity and tradition. What's remarkable about this collection is the way it connects people across continents and centuries. Despite differences in materials, climate, and fashion, there's a shared human desire to innovate, decorate, and give meaning to something as simple as a shoe. Walking through these exhibits, you gain a deeper appreciation for the global significance of footwear, not just as an accessory, but as a symbol of culture, history, and human ingenuity. The cultural galleries at the Bata Shoe Museum are immersive and educational, offering a rare opportunity to see how shoes reflect social, economic, and spiritual aspects of life around the world. It's a reminder that even the simplest items we wear can carry profound stories and connect us to traditions that span centuries and continents. Beyond ancient and traditional shoes, the Bata Shoe Museum also celebrates modern and designer footwear, showing how shoes have evolved into forms of self-expression, art, and innovation. As you enter this section, you'll notice the contrast between historical shoes and contemporary designs, highlighting how creativity and technology have transformed footwear over the past century. Here, you can admire high-fashion heels from renowned designers like Christian Louboutin, with their iconic red soles and elegant curves, as well as avant-garde, experimental shoes that challenge the very idea of what a shoe can be. Some pieces are sculptural, almost like wearable art, demonstrating that shoes are not just functional items, they are vehicles for creativity and imagination. The museum also celebrates the rise of sneaker culture, with rare and limited edition athletic shoes on display. These sneakers are not only valued for their performance, but also for their cultural significance, representing trends, collaborations, and subcultures in sports, music, and fashion. From iconic retro designs to futuristic prototypes, this collection shows how footwear continues to be a reflection of personality, identity, and social movements. What makes this gallery so engaging is that it shows a timeline of innovation and style. bridging the past with the present. You can see how techniques in materials, comfort, and design have evolved, while designers continue to draw inspiration from history, culture, and art. Every shoe tells a story about creativity, cultural influence, and the human desire to combine function with beauty. This section demonstrates that shoes are never just shoes. They are symbols of aspiration, status, artistry, and innovation. Whether it's a high-fashion stiletto, a technologically advanced athletic shoe, or a bold conceptual design, modern footwear proves that the evolution of shoes is an ongoing story, one that connects history, culture, and contemporary life in fascinating ways. One of the most engaging aspects of the Bata Shoe Museum is its interactive exhibits, designed to make the museum experience both educational and hands-on. Unlike many traditional museums where visitors simply observe objects behind glass, here, you can actively explore the stories behind the shoes, making the visit memorable for both adults and children. Some exhibits allow you to handle replicas of historical shoes, giving you a sense of the materials, construction, and weight of footwear from different periods. You can see how shoes were carefully crafted by hand using leather, wood, plant fibers, and other materials long before industrial manufacturing existed. These interactive stations let you appreciate the skill, precision, and artistry involved in shoemaking throughout history. Other areas offer multimedia displays, including touchscreens, videos, and augmented reality features, where you can learn about how shoes were worn, what they signified in different cultures, and how they were used in daily life or special ceremonies. Some displays even show the evolution of footwear technology, explaining how innovations like cushioning, stitching methods, and materials changed the way humans walk, run, and perform physically demanding tasks. For younger visitors, the museum provides engaging educational activities where they can explore shoe design, try on replica footwear, and even see how shoes are made from start to finish. These interactive elements make the museum highly accessible and immersive, allowing visitors to connect emotionally and intellectually with the exhibits rather than just observing them passively. The interactive galleries at the Bata Shoe Museum highlight the intersection of history, culture, and innovation, showing that shoes are not only objects to look at, they are experiences to understand and appreciate. By combining touch, sight, and storytelling, the museum creates a rich multisensory journey that brings every shoe's story to life in a way that is engaging, memorable, and educational for all ages. In addition to its permanent collection, the Bata Shoe Museum regularly hosts special exhibitions that explore unique aspects of footwear, offering visitors something new and exciting with each visit. These temporary exhibits often focus on specific themes, designers, cultures, or historical periods, allowing the museum to showcase rare pieces and stories that complement the main galleries. Past exhibitions have included displays on royal footwear, highlighting shoes worn by kings, queens, and nobility, and examining how status, fashion, and ceremony were expressed through footwear. Other exhibits have focused on theater and performance shoes, revealing how shoes played a critical role in storytelling, character development, and stage design. Pop culture has also been featured, with exhibitions on shoes in film, music, and iconic fashion moments, demonstrating the deep cultural impact footwear can have beyond everyday use. These special exhibitions are meticulously curated, often combining historical artifacts, modern designs, multimedia, and interactive components to provide a rich and immersive experience. Visitors can gain insights into how footwear intersects with social trends, politics, gender, and technology, seeing connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. The museum also occasionally collaborates with fashion designers, artists, and international institutions, bringing in rare or loaned pieces that would not normally be part of the permanent collection. This ensures that the museum experience is dynamic and ever-changing, encouraging repeat visits and keeping the exploration of footwear fresh and engaging. By attending a special exhibition at the Bata Shoe Museum, visitors can see that shoes are far more than objects. They are cultural symbols, works of art, and historical records. These rotating exhibits highlight the creativity, diversity, and innovation in the world of footwear, making every visit a new opportunity to discover a story, a culture, or a piece of history that you might never have imagined. Before leaving the Bata Shoe Museum, visitors are invited to explore the museum shop, a carefully curated space that extends the museum experience beyond the galleries. The shop is filled with shoe-themed gifts, books, fashion accessories, and unique souvenirs that allow you to take a piece of the museum home with you. From beautifully illustrated books on footwear, history, and design to playful and artistic items inspired by shoes, there's something for everyone, from collectors and fashion enthusiasts to families and casual visitors. The museum shop also features replica footwear, miniature shoes, and artisan-made items that showcase craftsmanship and creativity. Many products are designed to reflect the themes of the museum's exhibits, giving visitors a tangible connection to the stories they've explored inside. For example, you might find historically inspired miniatures, modern designer-inspired trinkets, or culturally significant items that highlight footwear traditions from around the world. Shopping. Here is more than just a transaction. It's an extension of the museum experience, allowing visitors to reflect on the diversity, artistry, and significance of shoes. It's also a chance to support the museum, as proceeds from the shop help fund exhibitions, educational programs, and preservation efforts. For many visitors, the museum shop becomes a memorable part of the visit, offering creative, thoughtful, and often unexpected souvenirs that celebrate the world of footwear. Whether you're picking up a gift for a friend, a collector's item for yourself, or a small keepsake to remember your trip, the shop is a vibrant and inspiring space that reinforces the museum's mission to show that shoes are not just objects, they are stories, art, and history you can hold in your hands. Visiting the Bata Shoe Museum is more than just seeing a collection of shoes. It's an immersive journey through history, culture, art, and human creativity. From ancient sandals that connect us to civilizations long past, to ceremonial shoes that reveal social customs and beliefs, to modern designer pieces and sneakers that reflect contemporary style and identity, every shoe tells a story. Walking through the museum, you realize that footwear is not merely functional. It is a lens through which we can understand human ingenuity, expression, and the diversity of cultures across the globe. The museum offers something for everyone: history buffs, fashion enthusiasts, families, and casual visitors alike. Its combination of permanent galleries, interactive exhibits, and special exhibitions ensures that every visit is unique, educational, and engaging. Whether you are fascinated by the ancient craftsmanship of early civilizations, intrigued by global cultural traditions, or inspired by modern fashion and innovation, the Bata Shoe Museum brings all of these stories to life under one roof. Before you leave, take a moment to browse the museum shop, where thoughtfully curated books, gifts, and souvenirs let you bring a piece of this world home. And as you reflect on your visit, remember that every shoe you've seen, whether worn by royalty, a worker, or a fashion icon, carries a story, a history, and a connection to the human experience. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey through the Bata Shoe Museum. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future museum tours and cultural adventures. Step out inspired, knowing that the next time you look at a pair of shoes, you might just see history, art, and culture all in one.